Welcome to the aquatic centre then for the 10-metre platform diving. This is where the high flyers will tumble into the water, much to our enjoyment. The women's 10-metre platform asks these athletes to really be at their best and deliver on what they promise. That's the key to success. Will China be able to retain the title that they won in Beijing? There's no reason why she can't go on to take glory if she can qualify here. Decision time now for this athlete, deciding how to approach this event. I'm sure they'll have a strategy, but we'll have to wait and see what it is. More than satisfactory, that dive. Let's take a look at the replay. Good degree of difficulty and well executed. Let's see how they rated it. Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard, and Great Britain are at the top, but only just. It's very, very tight. Tough choice. How to improve on that last dive? There are plenty of options. It's a really good dive, that, and quite rightly happy with it. Here's the replay. This is a really good dive. Plenty of points for this, you'd think. Halfway through this event, and Great Britain are in first place. The options to go for. There are elements of this dive that are going to be challenging, but overall, this is only a dive of medium difficulty. And that disappointment will be reflected. Coming in now. Great Britain need to pick it up here. Here's the scoreboard. They're in fourth place. Dive number 4 then. Well, if this diver can complete this with the minimum of fuss, the judges undoubtedly will be impressed. Well, that was good stuff from Great Britain. That was a good dive. Well, here's the replay. Let's have a look what the judges have to say. Well, let's see how that last dive affects the current scoreboard. Dive needs to pull out all the stops here. Well, this is quite hard, not the most difficult. Certainly not the worst dive you're ever going to see, but not the best either. Just a little bit raggy, if I'm honest. How do the judges rate this performance? Right, I don't think there are going to be too many people that will remember that performance, though. Nowhere near this athlete's best, and that's why they're disappointed. Well, Great Britain in fourth place, just enough to get through to the Olympic final. Welcome back to the impressive aquatic centre here in Stratford. Well, what an opportunity this is for Great Britain to make some history here today. Never once medalled in the 50 metres freestyle, but maybe this afternoon's slightly different. At the Olympic Games. The athlete understands the pressure. Well, that's a false start. I've no idea what...
Oh, Jesus!
Will be jangling after that false start. Later in the water, a good clean getaway. Middle of the pack at the moment. Leading at the moment, it's Greece. France in second. Great Britain third. Needs everything here. First place in qualification for Great Britain. In second and qualifying for the final in South Africa. So much you could say about this performance, but I'll leave it at this. Excellent. Great start. Super middle. And a great surge towards the end. Welcome back then to the finals of the women's 10 metres platform in the diving. This is where the medals are on the line. And this venue has been ready for this. Really has been well supported throughout the whole of the Olympic Games. And once again, we have another sellout, and the atmosphere is terrific. Expected to do too much here. Any medal would be a good one. One of the sport's real characters, and listen to how the crowd respond. Looking for a solid effort here. I've got to be brutally honest, that looked more like a local leisure centre on a Saturday afternoon dive.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
With that dive, not the best, I'm afraid to say, and the judges will score it with that in mind. Sixth place for Great Britain at this stage of the competition. It's not a great start after one round, I'm afraid to say. Is it going to be the case of pushing yourself, or will it be a case of playing safe? This athlete can do so much better than that, and the results do reflect it. Here's the replay, and this diver may want to look away now. Let's see what the judges have got to say about that. Well, we've reached the midway point of this competition, and Great Britain have work to do. They're in 5th place. Dive has to look at the rating of difficulty. Well, good elevation, nice tuck, but when it came to getting into the water, that was more of a belly flop, I'm afraid to say. Let's have a look how the judges rated it. At the end of the round, let's look at the leaderboard, and Great Britain are in 5th place. It's all about dive selection, isn't it? At this stage of the competition, things have gone all right so far, but now it's time surely to make a statement. Good stuff, very good stuff. Well, let's have a look at the replay. Well, the judges will have their say now. Well, that was a middle-of-the-pack performance, I'm afraid to say. Not the best, but certainly not the worst dive of this athlete's life.
Okay.
High with this selection. Well, this is a fairly ambitious choice and could leave her with a good score. Well, that was good, right up to the point of entry, but once again struggled to get out. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to
Preview.
to be, I'm afraid. Look at the leaders. A gold medal for Mexico. Not good enough to take home gold on this occasion. Germany gets silver. Well, that's third for Poland. They'll be happy to take home bronze from the 2012 Games. This is the sprinter's equivalent of the 100 metres in swimming. 50 metres, one length of the pool. Here we go. The 50 metres freestyle hasn't been Great Britain's best event in the pool. However, here on home territory is possibly their chance to get their first ever medal. One length of the pool separates these 8 athletes from Olympic glory.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Where the athletes must forget about what's just happened. And have conquered the nerves, they're in the water and underway. And it's a struggle to keep in touch with the leaders. In the lead, France. Second place, Australia. Third place to Brazil. Lactic acid kicking in as now they touch. Goal! To be honest, and that was a disappointing performance, and the replay says it all. The technique just let this swimmer down. One last check on the medal positions then, and gold for South Africa. A good performance from this athlete, but not enough to take gold on the day. Team USA will settle for silver. And bronze goes to France with a hard-working performance that pushed the others all the way. Let's take a quick check on the overall medal tally. Well, it's been another fantastic day of Olympic events here at the Aquatic Centre. Plenty more glory, plenty more gold still to come. But from me and all the team, we'll say goodbye for now.